All right. Apparently, just none of it's going to show on my end. That works too.
Oh, cool.
All right. That's fantastic. That was.
But of
Good.
So much
course.
fun.
Why would anything go smoothly?
I never know how much that's going to
Hyper
show
D.
on my end. Hello.
What, a smooth stream?
In this economy,
A smooth stream? Ever in my entire life?
never in my life. All right. So we took a little bit longer than usual, but stuff was going on, and it probably didn't hurt because I had to binge watch DMC before the convention because God knows I'd have to be defending that damn thing, the Devil May Cry people, when I was wearing that cosplay. So,
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
oh, that was the time. But anyway, so yeah,
What a time to be alive.
Mike had some stuff going on, so we didn't have the podcast last week, and I had to get ready for that convention, so it wasn't all that terrible of a thing that we took a week off. But yeah,
not at all.
we're gonna get into some stuff, but first we're gonna talk about our weeks. Bree.
Mine has been hella busy, so I spent time with my co-host. I kind of did a semi-staycation. So we did a couple different things. We met a wizard.
Ooh, nice.
And
As one does.
the best part is there's like a sign in front of his enclosure saying, "Hey, this is normal. He just does this." Because I guess in the wild they hold like little leaves or stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I mean some animals wear clothes. Like, have you heard the thing about like orcas? Like they will kill stingrays and wear them as hats.
Yeah, I have heard that.
So sorry, clothes aren't a human phenomenon. But yeah, there's a whole family. So that's obviously daddy, and then there's baby, and then I have another shot with mom. So we had fun with that, and then that was at the Philadelphia Zoo, so that was fun there. We also did the I'll explain that in a sec. You know what? I'll explain it now. So we were at the Phillies game.
Okay.
Now you must be
Why is Pac-Man's crack-headed cousin walking up and down the
Okay, so that's the member of the
Exactly.
Galapagos gang. There's a couple of the guys like over there. You can kind of see the other inflatable mascots in the background, but they're basically friends of the Philly fanatic.
Okay.
Who is canonically a Galapagos
Sure.
Island bird. Yeah, I know. I had a hard time, connecting that the fanatic's supposed to be a bird, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy right here
I
is
don't see it at all.
supposed to be like, I think he's like an iguana, and his bit is I didn't get it on video, but he like rolls down the stairs. He will also eat people who are enemies of the fanatic.
Okay.
I know. But if you look it up on if you've ever seen that one gif of like this creature eating an umpire on the piano, that's what that's supposed to be.
Okay.
But the game was great. Christopher Sanchez did a shutout, like Schwarber got 2 home runs. Literally like all the things I wanted in a baseball game happened. So that was cool. And then we were at the Camden Aquarium, and our knees broke for this, but it was so worth it.
Nice.
And then the highlight of the aquarium was we saw a hippo.
Oh, hippo.
Oh, yeah. And this is why you don't... I'm trying to figure out why is this not going up.
Is it not going
Oh,
to that?
there it is. Oh, no. There we go.
There you go.
All right, so this is why if you're in the wilds of Africa, you'd prefer the lion, because if you see how big these things are,
Oh my
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big old girl.
it's a girl.
I climb up there.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and hippos are one of the, like, I think it's one of the 4 natural animals on the planet that normally hunt humans. It's insane.
Maybe got
It's
back. That's
crazy.
all I have to say.
Yeah, it's nuts. That, yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like polar bears, hippos, like there's 2 or 3 others that are the only ones that naturally hunt humans.
Yeah. Well,
And
As
hippos
they
are
should.
fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, but they're so cute when they swim.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You got more?
Indeed.
Or
No, that's it. Can you just kill that because I can't on my end.
I can
Just hit
try.
remove.
It is not letting me do that.
Oh no.
It's not.
Hold
The
on.
hippo.
Oh good. Oh, the hippo literally broke the stream. All right, let me get rid of this
I was gonna
cursed
say
animal.
everything looks normal on our end.
I don't know. I think this hippo is cursed. But we had a great time out. We also recorded like a new like lake crap. I honestly just kind of needed the break. So it was fun to actually hang out with like internet friends IRL. So, but you did
That's
something
cool.
similar, Brock.
That's all
I did do something similar, but I will let Kiona go first.
Oh, my week is boring. It's fine. It's whatever. My week was just whatever, man. It's just business as usual. You know what I mean? I didn't really do much of anything this week, honestly, and I probably am better off. I didn't get any sleep either, so that was fun.
I didn't get much sleep either.
Yeah, it's been a weird week for that. Boring. It was a very boring week in my opinion. Very dull, very dull. But I will say that going back and like rereading very old comics are a trip. I'm talking like Silver Age 1960s Stan Lee X-Men stuff. Like that's a trip, dude. Did you know that Magneto had like telepathic powers and could astral project?
No.
And like that was one of his original things that he could do. Like it says in the text, it literally says that only Professor Xavier and Magneto were able to astral project.
Huh.
What?
You know, astral projection, a common power that comes with magnetism.
The common power that comes with Magneto, Master of Magnets, as the old arcade game said. But anyway, yeah, that's my week. It's just, you know, plowing forward and just keeping it going. So Brock, please entertain us.
Okay, I'll try. The main thing that happened this week and this weekend is I got to go to my very first Anime Central, which I was pretty freaking stoked about because I have had this convention hyped up to me for like 2 years now. And the regular conventions I go to flutter around 18 to 19,000 people. And this one, I believe their numbers, they think this year was like 32,000 people. So it was a lot. And my hotel was very well placed. Like it's essentially winning a lottery to get a hotel room, and I ended up getting one of the two best hotels. There was one that was a Hyatt that was connected by a skywalk.
Ooh.
The Hilton I was in was connected by a skywalk. You just had to walk through the garage first. But like it was a very warm day. All the days leading up to it were like 40 to 50. I'm like, fucking A, I'm wearing two cosplays that are nothing but leather trench coats. I'm perfectly okay with that. Then the Friday of the convention, it spiked to like 85 degrees. So it was like, oof. Yeah, let's go. And like here, like my hotel was here, convention center's here. I could see the entrance of the convention center from my hotel room window. So I'm like, I go across the crosswalk and the convention center doors right there. I'm like, that hotel is $130 more a night because of the skywalk. And then I'm like, okay, some of the friends want to take pictures in the Hilton because there's this really nice glass staircase that people like to take cosplay photos on.
Oh, cool.
I could have gone back and forth to my hotel, up to my hotel room 2 to 3 times before we got to the Hyatt on that skywalk.
Oh God!
Why?
And it was I don't know.
Was that crowded?
It was just long, and
long.
it was lined with air conditioners the entire way through, and maybe 3 of them worked.
Oh. Oh no.
No.
Yeah. Oh, it was a hot bitch. Oh, let me tell you, it was something. But yeah, I got to meet so many cool people.
Rough.
I'll probably have to wait till next week until I get it, but the main reason why I went was there was a Devil May Cry meetup, and we had a giant turnout for that, and we took a shit ton of posed photos and stuff for it.
That's awesome.
I have some post photos with some other things on the internet, but the main part of why I was happy to go with this was some
Mhm.
voice actors. And one of the
Mhm.
main ones, for some that don't know, I'm a giant fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And
I
that
wouldn't have known.
is Richard Epcar, the voice of Old Man Joseph from part
Nice.
3 and 4.
Nice. Oh, he's
Was
great.
such a cool dude.
Fantastic, legendary voice actor. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Richard Epcar.
him and Corey Wilder, who was also their voice of Zonka from Gachiakana. They were the only two people that were voice actors ever. They after I got their photo and I was walking away, he's like, "Wait, hold on there, come back." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I'm getting my phone out. I want to take a picture of you so I can save it." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you look fantastic." I'm like, "Thank you so much." Yeah,
Awesome.
just the biggest goofball because like I got my first photo. They were like, Dundee's like, "Anything else?" I'm like, "Can we please take a photo like we're doing the oh my god pose?" He's like, "Of course we can." And yeah, he was fantastic. This is JB Blanc. I got him because he's Ross from
Ooh.
Horizon.
Nice.
But most people will know that he was Vander from
Arcane.
Arcane.
Vander. Yup.
Yeah, so the
Amazing.
nicest dude. He's also Kano from the latest Mortal
Milky
Kombat
One?
games. Oh, and that's what like his normal speaking voice sounds like.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
I'm pretty
totally
sure-
hear the Aussie.
Yeah.
He was something else. He was super.
I
kind.
remember seeing him at the not seeing him in person, but I mean seeing him on the remember those streams that they did from like when the first season of Arcane came out and they did that whole like Arcane City
Oh,
Nights
yeah.
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he was there and he was being interviewed and stuff, and I remember hearing his accent and going like, "Oh yeah, that guy's, he's an Aussie. That's cool."
That's Kano right there. And then speaking of Arcane, also got to meet Jason Spicek, who is voices Silco. Super nice guy.
Yes.
Forgot that Silco also voiced Kid Flash in
That's crazy when you
in
think
Young
about it.
Justice, yeah.
Yeah.
But one other, and I brought this up so many times, I've talked about how like where people like to say that dubs are bad, and I point to a very specific thing from Attack on Titan. I got to meet J. Michael Tatum, the voice of Aaron Smith from Attack on Titan. So
Cool.
I was very happy. He was one that I wanted to meet for a long time. But there's a bunch of other cool people there. And like I said, once I get more of the actual photos from the meetup, I will show it. But I was Virgil on Friday and then cosplayed Nero on Saturday because I do it before I get my autograph, after my autograph's done, because my arm is just useless in that thing. And
oh gosh.
there was two people that I met at Colossal Con, which is a convention that's based around Kalahari's, that's meant for like doing like swimsuit, whatever, and all that. And
Yeah.
they were like, "Hey, if you see us, we'll have to take some photos together." I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "We're doing the Sin Devil triggers from Devil May Cry." I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." And then we're walking around the convention center all day long. We're not seeing them. Like, if I go through this all day long and I don't see these guys, I'm gonna be so pissed. And then we're talking about this in my group, and as I'm walking around the corner, I'm like, "They're right fucking there, run!" And we go run into the thing, and we got to see them, and they just looked. I can't show you in great detail how.
Jeez.
And they have also like 6 foot long prehensile tails behind them as well that you don't
That's-
see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sick.
crazy.
The scale work on this stuff was crazy. But yeah, that was the two cosplayers that I met at Anime Milwaukee that were one of the main ones that told me to come in and see Anime Central. But yeah, it was a fantastic con. Oh,
That's awesome.
there's one more. There's one more. Hold
But
on.
wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait,
So-
there's one more.
So, I will
Nuance.
say that if you ever go there, it's this parking complex, the hotel, and across the street is the convention center. But on the other side, there's an entertainment district that has a lot of great restaurants. So if you're ever in Rosemont, go to the entertainment district. They have a lot of cool outdoor games, all this other stuff if you ever find yourself around there. But I ended up eating at this place called Bub City, which is a barbecue place, and I had a barbecue or a brisket grilled cheese sandwich, and I went to heaven because it
Yeah.
was one of the best
I
things I ever
bet.
ate. But I was like, hey, you get there on Thursday before the con.
Jesus.
You get the Thursday before the con, and then you're like ready, you're rested, all your stuff's unpacked, so you're ready to have a good amount of sleep on Friday when the con starts. And I'm like, hey, there's a steakhouse in the basement. I would really like a good steak. I appreciate myself a good steak. And then I went there, And then I got greeted with the prices.
Oh.
The Tomahawk 32 ounce is $164. And I'll tell you what I normally get. That 26 ounce porterhouse is what I normally get. That's $87. I can get 3 of the porterhouse that I normally get at Roadhouse for the price of this one. So they priced that thing down. I finished my water, went to the guy at the front and went, I'm good, and walked out the door.
Oh, no.
When I have a little less money that I want to spend on other things, I'm going to treat myself one time to one of these ridiculously priced steak places. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, God,
so
yes.
That was the gist
That's
of that.
crazy.
But I also got to visit family. It worked out good because I have family that's about 2.5 hours like in between, so it chopped up the 5-hour drive. So it was really nice.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's get on to some buying and
Nice.
selling here. All right.
Let's do it.
Kiona, buy or sell that Brad Winderbaum has been promoted to head of Marvel Television, Animation, Comics, and Franchise.
I mean, I buy it. I think he's done a pretty decent job of handling some of the Marvel stuff. He's not the guy that did the Buffy thing, right? He's not the Hulu guy. This is Brad Winderbaum, who's been like with Marvel
so.
for a long time. So
I believe so.
yeah, I think he's done a pretty decent job, honestly. So yeah, I would buy that. I think for the most part, he's shepherded the franchises pretty well. For the most part, not all of them have been winners, obviously, but I mean, like, you know, I think that when it comes to the things that he has handled that have turned out really well, like Daredevil, I would say has turned out pretty decently. X-Men 97, one of my favorite things of all time, X-Men 97. So I mean, like,
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, you know, to see whatever they cook up, and I think Winderbaum has been pretty good. So yeah, I'll give him a buy.
Oh yeah. Bree, buy or sell that Netflix is officially launching a global concert tour for K-pop Demon Hunters, cities and dates to be announced later this year.
Oh, this is such a buy. This is like such a duh. I'm curious how this is gonna work. Are they having like just human actors, or are they doing sort of like a Hatsune like Miku type of deal? I'm genuinely curious how they're gonna execute this.
It would be cool if they put the money into it. I don't know how much you guys watch League of Legends. If you're good on your soul, you don't. But they have I was a fan of KDA, but never of League of Legends. I'm a fan of everything to deal with League of Legends except for the game. And at one of their championships, they had this giant concert at this Coliseum in Japan, and they had virtual versions of the girls doing the concert. So that was really cool. If they did something similar, they could also get some K-pop groups and stuff like that. 'Cause like AJ's stuff would be about the only one that would be age appropriate with the other things. 'Cause like I know I've said it a lot of times, like knowing that Ray Ami sings for Zoe is like finding out that now I'm blanking on it. The VeggieTales singers are actually voiced by the NWA. Like that's like the closest. Like she talks about killing people and put them in body bags. Like it's not a good thing to put with K-pop Demon Hunters on the same tour. So it'd be cool if they got like Twice.
Yeah,
or some of the other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If anything, it would be Twice.
Yeah, Heisers, go look up Body Bag by Ray Ami. Like her discography is way different than what K-pop Demon Hunters is.
I mean, it does fit League of Legends, though. No,
it do. But yeah, getting like Twice who helped them out. There was someone else that worked with them too. But yeah, get some other stuff in there and all the other things. And yeah, bro explains all that a little there.
Oh yeah,
nice. Yeah, but they could come up with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy or sell this one.
Go for
4 live-action Fast and the Furious TV shows are in the works at Peacock. Quote, for the last decade, we realized that the fans have wanted more. They wanted us to expand the legacy of these characters and their stories. Quote, unquote, from Vin Diesel. Hey, Vin, is that why this last movie that you wanted to split into a trilogy is on ice right now.
Yeah.
And not being made. And did not make anywhere near as much money as you wanted. Cell! What characters do you need to give these stories to?
There's only one that I can think of.
Who?
Han.
Yeah, Han actually wouldn't be bad. That's perfectly honest. Some cool stuff in Japan, but like
Han
Ryan?
Cool.
No. Finn? That's what all these movies have been. Yeah, we're gonna give Tyrese Gibson's character something to do? No.
And like, haven't they done like the one cartoon and then it never did anything?
They did a cartoon.
They did a what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check.
But no, this might be one of the hardest sells I've had in my life for the last decade.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, fuck! It ran 6 seasons.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's 6 seasons in Netflix.
What was it on Tubi?
No, Netflix.
What in the
Fast and Furious Spy Racers? I have never heard of this.
Was this a child's cartoon?
Yes.
That explains why I never heard of it. Okay.
Oh no, my Lanta.
Would you believe me that there's actually like 2 Jurassic World cartoons for kids too?
That I know. Stalking parody did more than the last few movies.
I mean, that isn't inaccurate.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I mean, I will say, I would buy a Han show, but apart from that,
I would buy if they get crazy. Listen to me. Wait before the whole idea gets out before you judge me on it.
Okay.
What if we made a Fast and Furious movie that was about street racing?
That's too crazy. That's too radical. No one will like it.
No.
Yeah, you're right. We can't do that.
I think what we need is cars in space.
They did
more cars in space. More cars in space. But racing around the asteroid belt of like Saturn. That's what we need. Honestly, I would watch that. I would watch the shit out of that.
It's so dumb. Kiona.
Maybe the show will be that. Maybe that'll be the show.
Maybe. Buy or sell that according to Variety, Blade is officially back on track in development at Marvel Studios and reportedly being fast-tracked for a 2028 release.
I mean,
Sean Levy of Deadpool and Wolverine and Stranger Things is in talks to direct.
Okay. I mean, I'm down for Sean Levy doing it.
Especially after Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, definitely. Is Mahershala still doing
I would imagine it.
Then they better fast track the hell out of it. No offense meant at all. I mean, Mahershala can play Blade as long as he wants, but I mean, it's just time's a ticking. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna say that I'm the hugest Blade fan, so I could be 1,000. Does Blade age?
He's like half human, so I would think that he ages somewhat.
Because I'm trying to think of because we got to see a little bit, like an older-ish Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
I don't know how
I guess you could say that he ages, so it's not like... I don't think it would be that big of a deal, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Mahershala looks good anyway, so...
And to quote the saying, black don't crack, Mahershala still looks very good.
He still looks really good, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
All right.
But I would be happy for that to come out, sure.
100%. All right. I'll mix these up a little. 3. Buy or sell that Lego has changed its age limit to honor Dave Attenborough so he can still play with them.
Buy. That's so sweet.
That's
Umbreon.
Actually.
Mike is feeling a little under the weather, so he is not here.
He is with us in spirit.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm going to buy or sell this. I'm going to buy the living shit out of it. Netflix has reportedly already greenlit Devil May Cry Season 3 ahead of Season 2's release. I buy the shit out of it.
Nice.
Because it may not be perfect, but I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Kiona, buy or sell that Sony filed a patent for AI tech that will automatically turn your gameplay into clips for social media. The system reportedly learns about your play style and determines what moments are worthy of being clipped. That could be good or very bad.
I mean, yeah, that could be good.
I mean, hopefully it works better than StreamYards.
Maybe that would be good for like streamers and stuff like that, possibly just because it takes a little bit, it automates a little bit of that for you as opposed to having to go through all of your streams and find clips and shit. But like, I don't know, man. I'd be worried as fuck. Like, what would AI think of my playstyle?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would it just be me like failing a whole bunch of times? Would it
That's
be
what I
me
was just
just
about to
like
say, could be
running
good or
around, like running around and exploring the environment a lot and just taking like heavy pauses to talk about shit? I don't know.
Mike is here, but yeah, with
ghost.
All right,
the ghost of Renegade Pop Culture. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a cautious.
I don't know.
Buy or sell. I'm halfway there.
We have to see how that AI tech works.
We would really have to see
cool.
how it implements.
That's something I'm okay with AI tech being used for. If it's actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, it would put your clippers out of business, but in my opinion,
true.
Some of these people that I hear, these streamers spend like $50,000 a year on clippers. I'm like,
that's like crazy, dude.
It's
like,
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Bree, buy or sell at Netflix. It's unveiled at NSC lineup that Dan Aykroyd has revealed that there's going to be an executive producer on the new animated Ghostbusters. And Dan Aykroyd quoted saying the adaptation provides an opportunity to address some of the issues we need to heal and move on with our lives.
Interesting.
Okay, so with the word salad of it all, like, is he trying to say that we're trying to make Ghostbusters 2016 and then, like, the afterlife people happy? Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I think he's trying to let you guys know that you can still get a blowjob from a ghost in a PG-13 movie and then people forget about it. Every time I'm like, hey guys, remember that time that Dan Aykroyd got sucked off by a ghost in Ghostbusters 1? They're like, that never happened. Do you not forget the thing literally taking his belt off? Was it PG?
Yeah, PG-13. I don't think
PG-13 existed
yet.
Oh
I think.
My gosh. Well, that's right, because Airplane was PG. And you see
Airplane was PG
in that movie.
Temple of Doom was PG originally.
Busted, make it feel good. Yeah, that's cool. That's weird. All right. Kiona.
Sir.
Buy or sell? Get this bad boy up. Why does it take so long to load? Buy or sell?
Oh.
The concept art for Ray Gun, an animated film directed by Brad Bird and The Incredibles. And does that or does that
concept art?
Does that or does not that look like Batman the Animated Series?
It looks completely like Batman the Animated Series. Honestly, the Art Deco thing. Yeah, I mean that's cool. That also looks substantially darker as well. Like just the like it evokes that. So yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I buy that. Plus, it's Brad Bird. He usually does well. So
absolutely. All right, now
I really like the Art Deco sort of look to it. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes. Bree, buy or sell that Marvel Comics is introducing a new horror-centric universe Midnight later this year. Details about the all-new publishing line, including comic runs and creative teams, will be revealed next week.
Yeah, I feel like this is an exact reaction to, what is it, Ultimate Batman?
No, Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman, sorry. Because that's clearly what it is. And if it's half as good as that, then I would buy this.
Do you guys hear about
horror-centric?
This is horror-centric. They released some of the titles a little bit ago, but I lost them. They announced like 7 titles that are coming from it.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a look real quick.
Did you guys see what Absolute Green Arrow is going to be? It's
yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait. But also, they revealed the twist behind what made Ultimate Batman, and it's so cool.
Okay, Midnight. Here, I got it.
There you go.
Midnight Universe plunges the Marvel mythos into darkness. It's kicking off in August with Midnight X-Men by Jonathan Hickman and Matteo Delafonte. Midnight X-Men, Midnight Fantastic Four by Benjamin Percy and Kev Walker, and Midnight Spider-Man by Philip Kennedy Johnson. And an artist whose name I do not know.
All those, the one I'm most excited for is Fantastic Four, because then you can do like cosmic horror. I kind of feel like a Spider-Man, the horror aspect. I mean, because he's already like spiders has been like played with before. I mean, it could be good, but I think doing cosmic horror, Fantastic Four is at least like a new concept.
And I've always said that is the one thing that I absolutely loved about Fan Four Stick. That scene where Reed's going through the pipe and looking at all of his friends turn into freakazoid science experiments, because that's what the Fantastic Four is.
So it says here there's going to be interconnectedness, darkness, blah, blah, blah. The X-Men no longer fight for acceptance, they hunger for blood. So it's pretty much the vampire X-Men thing that they've done in the past before, except it's Jonathan Hickman, who also brought us the Krakoa era. So, like,
that's
be that shit as it may, I think we're going to see something good out of that. Midnight Fantastic Four ventures into the unknown, not to save the world, but to unleash terror upon it. Nice. Yeah. And Spider-Man discovers that with great power comes something monstrous. Oh, so it's basically going to be like Spider-Man, like, but a good version of that, hopefully.
Yeah, Man Spider.
Dude, the name of the artist on that is Sea Trunk or Side Trunk. I'm sorry, that just is the coolest name. Side
Trunk. That's sick.
Dude, this actually looks kind of cool. I gotta admit, like, oh yeah, it's definitely Vampire X-Men. Okay, Storm with fangs on the cover, very nice.
Oh yeah, that'll be sick.
That is sick.
Because like, wasn't it? Who was it that got turned into a vampire? Was it Jubilee?
It was Jubilee.
That shit was
awesome.
Wolverine's
gone to hell before, so I mean, it's not it's not a big stretch.
Where was it when the Blob like turned into a cannibal or it started eating people? And like, more of that stuff, please. That would be freaking sick.
I mean, I can see why they're launching it with those three, like, because they're like the big three, you know what I mean? But it would be cool if they actually expanded the line eventually and maybe did something with some, lesser known characters that maybe might fit. Well, can you imagine like a Punisher in that universe?
Yeah. If it does well.
Sick.
I could see that.
Yeah. Make Punisher make him be like Jigsaw, but Jigsaw from the Saw movies. That would be sick.
Yeah, and like you were saying about Fantastic Four, then bringing up like the Cthulhu-esque sort of, like, that'd be cool.
Punisher, but he's literally death. He's actually like the Grim Reaper.
Punisher for a while was an angel or something.
Yep, he was.
Fucking weird.
He was also black for like a day.
So is this like Marvel Knights, sort of?
Kinda. It kind of sounds like it.
But like the before version of Marvel Knights, when it wasn't like completely idiotic like it is now.
Yeah. It very well could be. It could be just like Midnight at the Terror Dome, but freaking Marvel characters.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for that.
Sick. All right. I'll buy or sell this because it goes with the second part of the story. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen is selling his gaming memorabilia collection to help pay for the $55 billion offered to buy eBay. I'm selling my stuff on eBay to pay for eBay. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen has been suspended from eBay after attempting to selling his gaming memorabilia. And we'll go into the fact that they turned the volume down later, but I buy the shit out of the fact that eBay went no.
Yeah, they're like, don't you dare.
Like, and you know what? The thing that's like extra shitty about this, on top of it being dumb, is that they only wanted to do this so people would they could kill a competition for people selling games third party.
Oh yeah.
Oh 100%. Yeah, definitely.
We'll get into that more when we actually talk about it further down, because they point blank stated what they wanted to do. Bree, buy or sell that Robert Downey Jr. says it's absolute horseshit that influencers will be the major stars of the future. When I hear people talk about, the stars of the future are going to be influencers, I go, I don't know what world you're living in. I think that's absolute horseshit.
I 1,000% believe he would say this, and he is absolutely fucking right. Because the only people who really believe that are fucking executives. No person grounded in any sense of reality actually thinks that.
No, absolutely not.
No, just
It's
general
insane.
purpose influencers are fucking useless. Ugh. Kyoto, buy or sell that. Somehow there is a way. Hocus Pocus 3 is moving forward at Disney. It will have a theatrical release. Bette Midler, Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, I believe it was, will reprise their roles. I need to go.
What
and
if I
actually
told
watch
you
Hocus
that I
Pocus
never
2
saw
now.
Hocus Pocus? I never saw Hocus Pocus 2. What if I told you that?
It was fine. Honestly, like it wasn't as good as the original, though. Like,
yeah,
it's more like the camp.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I could see it making some money.
I'm kind of hoping that, you know, 2
Mike,
is more
you
of a trial
forget we
run.
did a Fresh Takes to watch part 2, and then we never watched part 2.
Oh,
damn!
But here's what I'm kind of thinking. So years ago, they did this Hocus Pocus sequel novel with Danny.
Hocus.
So I'm kind of hoping that, because I feel like that's what I was missing. I mean, the new characters were fine, but I think if they want asses and seats, it's got to be the OG cast.
Yeah.
Like all of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Kyoto. Buy or sell that Xbox has been rebranded to Xbox.
That is the greatest announcement I've ever heard in my entire life.
You know what?
That is just Asha earning her paycheck. Let me tell you. I love this announcement. I'm just, you know what I'm going to do? Every single thing that I do now is just going to be all caps in honor of this announcement. Let me tell you.
You know, this is
my entire name. I'm going to change my name right now.
Do Kyoto!
Edit my name and headline right now. Because I am rebranding. I'm rebranding right now. Yes, that includes my Twitch.tv. Yes. I am rebranding. There you go. I have rebranded.
It's so fucking stupid. I saw this getting celebrated on Twitter.
Oh,
why are you guys celebrating this? This is the absolute.
That is sad. Like, that is like a bottom feeder. Like, like, guys, have a little dignity. Like, Jesus Christ. You know what this is like? I think it's like if we do like Xbox, but then you're like drop kicking like Xbox, like this is an Xbox as you punch a guy in the face.
If you had done like an ad campaign of like somebody punching through like a board or something while screaming Xbox, like the old Sega announcements where they used to just yell shit, I would be for that more than just them going like, due to a fan poll, we are now rebranding to Xbox. I'm just
my favorite part was, I wish I would have got the tweet, but the good old refresh rate killed it. It said something like, unlike PlayStation, we keep winning. The brand redone. I'm like, What is happening? You have to lie about plot lines in other company games and you're celebrating that you fucking caps locked the name of the console?
Exactly, Heisers. That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
God, it's so stupid.
Oh my God, it's the dumbest thing. Okay, look, I got no problem with Xbox. You know me, I'm a platform agnostic guy. But the thing of it is that they made a big deal out of this. My favorite thing was Paul Tassi from Forbes just sitting there going like, I am not putting this in a headline, guys.
No, this is ridiculous. And like, if you're an Xbox fan, be like, cool. It's a different thing, whatever. But you know what's meaningless mostly about it? Is it like, hey, I would have appreciated if they did this Xbox thing and then like genuinely made the Xbox logo look different. Like an actual rebrand.
Refresh the Xbox logo, and then it would make more sense.
But all they did was just go, capital letters look cool.
We're all caps now. We're yelling in text at you.
If they wanted to commit to like the rebrand, they should have just done like a Y2K like throwback to like the original Xbox things, because now Y2K is like nostalgia now, which barf. Like,
yeah. This reminds me of Kiona. I think you were watching wrestling around the time. Do you remember the wrestling group Retribution?
Yeah.
So it was the only wrestling group where, for some odd reason, the entire name of the wrestling group was capitalized. And I'm a big fan of WhatCulture.com. And Adam Wilborn and Andy Murray would always do a weekly news show about stuff. And anytime they talk about Retribution, they have to go, and Retribution, sorry, Retribution! They always just turn the corner away from the mic and scream it as loud as they can, because they're like, it's Caps, you have to scream it. But anyway,
I hate it so much, but
on to some cooler news that I will buy. Lego Batman and Legacy of the Dark Knight has been apparently co-developed by Rockstar Game Studios, who had 24 of their employees work on it, which explains why it feels so similar to the Arkham titles. That makes me very happy. I'm also hearing unbelievably good things about it in reviews. That's
what I've been hearing too.
It's the first Batman or like legit Lego game in like 5 years.
Lego game that actually has like for real kind of gameplay and stuff. I dig that.
All right, everybody. So I don't have a rant this week. I just have the words of a stupid person. For our stupid is as stupid does this week. Apparently, GTA 6 is going to make Rockstar go bankrupt.
What?
Is that so?
For real?
So,
is that Bank of America?
This game is going to bankrupt Rockstar. It has to sell roughly 13 million copies at $80 each to even break even. The rising cost in the computer hardware has shrunk the potential market of those who even have the necessary specs to play it, and the writing is probably garbage. Community note, it will not bankrupt Rockstar. GTA 5 sold over 11 million copies in just one day and has now sold up to 225 million copies.
Even that username and the phrasing, God, it's easier and easier to spot a chud in the wild.
And for GTA 6, analysts are expecting day one sales to reach at least 25 million, with pre-order alone expected to break $1 billion.
You think that Sid Steierhart is betting that on Kalshi and is hoping to make bank off of that because he did quote tweet Kalshi there.
That is true.
And I'm wondering if the reason he thinks it was fail is because one of the co-protagonists is a woman. That couldn't possibly be
that couldn't possibly
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's going to, for a good chunk of the population that purposely buys GTA games, you're going to get to go and have lesbian sex on command with prostitutes as a woman. The profit just goes through the roof, baby!
Well, yes, that's what normal people would say. But, there's so many people that are trying to make Gamergate 2 Electric Boogaloo happen. And it's like...
They did last week. Do you remember when we talked about Steros?
I know, but it's like, really? You're gonna be like, oh, no, GTA will fail, and I'll show, how corrupt it is. I'm like, it's fucking GTA. What the fuck are you talking about?
That game could have PS2 graphics, and it would still sell 100 million copies in 2 months.
Yeah, it would. To answer Jacob's question, I would think of something like Half-Life 3, maybe.
Yeah, it's
or Silk Song, possibly.
The thing is that most of them are, most of the other games that are that much anticipated are games that just,
or
games that are essentially vaporware that you knew if they came out, they'd be big, but they're just never going to. Everyone knew eventually there was going to be a GTA 6, so it's a different story.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But, Half-Life 3, the eventual third Battlefield that never came out, there's some any Valve game with a 3 in it. There's a bunch of them that Silk Song was one of them for the longest time. Yeah, there is a bunch, but none that are expecting to make that much. There's a bunch that have inspired memes about their anticipation, but none that had the Bloodborne remake. Is another one. Stuff like that.
All right. Bloodborne remake definitely, or Bloodborne 2.
Yeah. So We are in gaming news now. Capcom has confirmed it is using generative AI in games development process, but only for routine tasks to improve efficiency and productivity. In its latest earnings briefing material, the company explained that generative AI serves as a tool to handle repetitive work. Research, draft generation, user analysis, interactive manuals, error checks, and meeting notes, and similar repetitive work. This aims to reduce busy work so developers can focus on more creative design and storytelling and other high-value aspects of game making. Capcom has made it clear that it will not implement any AI-generated materials into a final game content. All creative elements, including art, assets, audio, and in-game features, will remain fully human-driven. I would argue all for this.
Yes, and I would argue that is how AI should be utilized.
Busy
in a
work.
Development background as well, and in a development environment. I'm
fine with it as long as it's not for like art assets. If it's for like project management, then I don't care.
Let creators create, and let the computers handle the stupid paperwork, busy work that they don't want to do while they could be creating more. Absolutely, 100%. And
there's a right way to utilize AI as a tool.
Absolutely. And of all companies that right now, I trust Capcom to do it most. Because I have not seen a company be on a generational run of creativity more in my entire life than Capcom in the last 2 generations.
I agree.
Alrighty. So, eBay has rejected GameStop's $56 billion takeover bid, calling it neither credible or attractive.
You don't say.
Dang, and I was really hoping for another mega merger that does absolutely nothing for me as a consumer.
Yes. So, the deal would have been funded through a mix of cash and stock, though analysts questions how GameStop could actually finance such a huge acquisition. The skepticism grew after Cohen appeared on CNBC to discuss the offer. When asked about how GameStop planned to pay for the takeover, Cohen responded by saying cash and stocks without clarifying any further. Cohen argued combining GameStop... Yeah, exactly. Combining GameStop and eBay to create a much larger competitor to Amazon, particularly using GameStop's 600 U.S. stores as physical networks to support eBay's marketing business. And has also claimed that improving eBay's profitability using the same aggressive cost-cutting strategy GameStop has pushed into recent years. The proposal has already divided GameStop investors. Michael Burry, known for predicting the 2008 housing market crash, later inspired The Big Short, repeatedly sold his GameStop stake after the offer surfaced, warning it could burden the company with debt and dilute shareholders. Guys, help me out. There was a movie that did this. No, it wasn't Dumb Money. It was another where like the guy's girlfriend worked at a store that had stuff on the store and it was on shelves, but you had to buy it online to get it. It was in the store physically, but in order to buy it, you had to buy it online and then he shipped it from there. I can't remember what the movie's called. It was really stupid because they're like, can I just buy this from here? No, you have to buy it online and then we'll ship it to your house. I can't remember what the movie's called. I can't remember what it's called.
Shit, what was it called? Damn it.
Yeah, it does sound familiar. It was a very small shop and he went in to like visit his girlfriend or his sister or something to talk about something and they had to keep bringing it up. It was a teen comedy movie. I can't remember what the frick it's called though. But, you're going to compete with Amazon, and then you're going to say your way to compete with it is to use GameStop's physical stores. So you're not competing with Amazon.
Yeah. No, that's stupid. Like, what?
Also,
what are we even doing?
At GameStop, you're selling less physical copies as is. Yeah. And you're closing GameStops on a regular basis. I'm shocked there's 600 left.
Like, half the time, GameStop's just like a Funko Pop outlet. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, yep. and like controllers and headsets and all this other stuff, and yeah. But on to something stupid, to something kind of cool. The video game, not cool, but apparently they won it. No. I don't have the second part in here because I forgot about getting it in here. There's a second part after this where it actually got raised up a little higher after this. The video games industry is lobbying against Stop Killing Games. California is considering a new law called AB 1921, also known as Protect Our Games Act. If passed, the bill would apply to all paid digital games sold after January 1st, 2027. It requires that if a company shuts down an online service needed to play the game normally, it must give the player 60 days notice or release a patch so that the game can be played or offer the buyers a full refund. The bill does not require the bill does not require companies to keep the servers running forever. It simply prevents them from making a game unplayable without warning or a solution for those who already paid for it. The Entertainment Software Association, the main company representing the video game companies in the United States, is lobbying against the bill. Their arguments basically are the usual suspects. Games are licensed, not owned. Online, if buying is not owning, piracy is not stealing. Online services are complicated. Third-party licenses expire. Security risks exist. This could be hard or expensive to enforce. Supporters of the bill include the Stop Killing Games campaign, say that the basic customer protection, because you buy a game, you should not suddenly stop working with no remedy.
Yeah.
Yes. The bill gives companies clear options and applies only to future games. Hearing is scheduled for this Thursday, and the California Assembly Operations Committee. If there are parts of the organization, I take 1 week off in the United States, especially in California, you can submit a legal letter of support to the committee. This is an important step for better players who buy digital games.
I mean, this seems pretty common sense, and it's pretty like broad. It's not like super specific.
It's not Grandma's Boy. I think it was 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was 40-Year-Old Virgin. Anyway, Brie, keep going.
I think you're right.
I'm going to look it up. I think it was 40-Year-Old Virgin.
But yeah, it's like they're not they're not having it being like retroactive. I mean, this seems like pretty fair, like very corporate friendly to the games industry to begin with.
Yep.
Like the fact that they're, fighting against this is like dumb, because any other industry, like I feel like it would be the same thing. It's like if you offer a product or service and you don't get that service, you have to offer people refunds. Like, you're not a special snowflake.
No, I was right. And I was on the point, because the store was called We Sell Your Stuff on eBay. So they had the storefront with the eBay stuff. You could go in and see it, but you have to buy it on eBay and get it shipped to your house. That's what it was.
Naturally.
But yeah, this is just keeping your purchase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's...
I mean, this seems like pretty common sense legislation.
Yeah, and it's a one-time buy license, like the stuff with the Sony thing. You just want to be able to play something, or an online whatever. It's like, what are we doing?
Right, and like you said, they're not asking you that, they're asking companies to rework their entire business model, saying that you have to keep servers running forever and ever. Like, either you make an offline version, or you give people refunds if you don't want to invest in that sort of infrastructure.
Exactly. It's not that hard to do. Remedy CEO Jean-Charles Goodchin want to protect modest budgets. Control Resident has a budget of $50 million. Would not have guessed that by looking at that game. He also wants to make the audience bigger in Asia. I respect them for wanting to do that, because I think they might have overspent a little bit on Alan Wake 2, possibly. Because I know they like to license stuff for certain things, so keeping their and they also realize that they make really good games, but not everybody buys them, because not everyone likes to enjoy some of the hypest shit they've ever played in their life. But
sure.
Yeah, if they can make Resident look like that off $50 million,
that's pretty damn good.
Holy shit! Like, apparently, also, like the original. What was the budget of God of War 2018? 44 to 50 million. If that game can be that, I mean, the loop is pretty simple, but you can make really nice looking games for not needing to be $200 million. I'm looking at you, PlayStation. I will rip on the company I like. You overspend on video games.
Yeah, they do.
There's no reason Spider-Man 2 should have costed north of $200 million.
No, definitely not. Especially when you have the framework for Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales in there.
And you had the city made already.
Yeah,
What
the
else
city
were
made.
you
What are you spending all that money on?
Yes.
Unless
Crazy.
they decide to just
Yeah.
make it again, which would be insane.
It sounds like the only thing I can think of, and I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but apparently, I believe it might have been said in an interview by Brad Intar, one of the directors, that like Sony made them redo the like latter third of the game because they didn't like it.
Okay.
Because there like some
Oh,
leaked stuff
okay.
where there would have been more, so they had to like redo parts of it. So maybe that was it.
Maybe
But I'm not
that's
sure.
it.
Yeah, that maybe originally it was like
That could cause
125 or 150 million.
Yeah.
That cause the budget to balloon a little bit. Yeah.
Kiona, what do you think of this guy?
Oh yeah, sure. So at the end of December last year, the end of the year basically, Katsuhiro Harada, who was the lead producer of Tekken at
For how
Bandai
long?
Namco, had basically at the end of last year, had said that due to circumstances that were happening and due to the passing away of some of his like collaborators and people that he worked with and people that he considered like industry, like peers of his at the industry and stuff. So he said that he was going to basically retire from Tekken and possibly the games industry as a whole. And then fast forward to now, turns out that he is launching a brand new game development studio called Versus Studio SNK or VS Studio, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Versus Studio because why not?
Yeah, sounds better.
It sounds better too. But yeah, so the studio is going to work in partnership with SNK, which of course we all know is now owned by Saudi money, but remains an independent development house. The studio though, Versus Studio, will maintain autonomy, is a subsidiary of SNK, but not 100% owned by them, is
Nice.
how Harada clarified it.
Nice.
And there are rumors that Harada had been clashing with upper management at Bandai Namco over the direction of Tekken 8, recent changes at the publisher, changes in leadership, direction of the game itself. So, which, feedback in the community, and the fighting game community has been sort of mixed, especially recently. So, yeah.
It's crazy now that Itsuno, the godfather of Devil May Cry, made most of the games. He's got his own studio now. Hideki Kamiya is at Clover's making stuff with his own studio.
Yeah.
Now you've got Harada making his own thing.
Harada's gonna do his own thing, which is nice.
Shinji Mikami at his own studio doing his own thing again. All these people that were with these giant companies now are like all over the
forming
place.
their own like their own kind of like independent but also kind of satellite studios in a way. Like it's very interesting to see that structure.
Harada working with SNK is funky.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Plus the name of the company is Versus Studio.
Yeah.
And we all know that there's a certain franchise with a Versus in it that we would all like to come back, and SNK has a part in it, and
Capcom has been wanting to diversify their portfolio recently with a lot of their teams being working around. So,
and they got Harada there, and I'm just saying, could it happen? It could.
You imagine
could it not happen?
if Harada was in a Marvel Versus game making it?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Honestly,
I just need them to bring my favorite part about Tekken is the loud, just echoing smacks whenever you'd hit someone. I need that to be in more games. That was the sounds of my childhood.
Yup. And also the soundtracks, man. Like,
Tekken.
I'm so happy that he's back. I am so happy Harada's back. Because I feel like we were definitely missing something with him.
Well, Harada is also 100% a person who I could see going, do this, and him going, fuck you. No.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Harada being the person who got messaged by random people on Twitter going, I know nothing about this Waffle House, but if that's an actual legitimate stage you'd like to see fights in, I can think about it. People tweeting at him to have it be a stage. Whoa! What's up, Staminaz? Hello, what's up? For those who don't know, Zay is one of my cosplaying friends, so is Staminaz on Instagram.
Yeah,
Zay is one of the main ones that I got to hang out with this past weekend. She got to be my Kyrie all weekend. That was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Alrighty.
But that's just cool. It's just great to see
awesome.
Harada coming out and doing that shit. So yeah.
And also, I would assume it's something close to Itsuno as well, where like,
yep,
he worked at Namco for 31 years, and I don't know how much of his life of making video games is left. He probably just wanted to do something different for whatever he's got left.
Yep.
But Harada's he's gonna be programming stuff in his deathbed. You're not gonna stop that guy from
absolutely. The cool thing about it too was when he left Bandai Namco, when he actually left the Tekken stuff, he released like a full DJ set of him like playing like the Tekken soundtracks and stuff, and I thought that was super cool.
The soundtrack for Tekken 3 is like my child.
Godlike. Yeah.
I can hear the noises of the menu in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken 3 is one of the best feature-full games ever.
Absolutely.
Tekken Volleyball, you had what was the side-scrolling beat-em-up?
Tekken Force.
Tekken Force. Oh.
Wasn't that the thing where, like, if you ate the chicken, then it would be like, chicken. Awesome.
It was so good.
Shit.
Oh, and those, even back in the day, like now I'll sit back and watch them every now and then. The cutscenes for the intros of everybody.
The cutscenes were incredible.
That scared the fuck out of me when you got to see Ogre transform for the first time in 3 when you had to do the second phase of that boss fight. Oh, so
remember how that was too back in that time? Like in 1995 and 1996, 1997, when like FMVs and CGI, like by that I mean CG. The CG cutscenes and stuff were like rewards for you playing the game.
Yeah.
And then you finally got to sit there and just watch like a little, like a CG thing happen.
When you had them collected in the thing, every time you beat a game, you unlocked this, and you could watch it later with your friends.
It felt like a reward for you for getting that far in the game. And now it just feels like so goddamn rote.
Because you invite your friends over and be like, hey, I beat it with Yoshimitsu. Sick! What'd you get? Because I suck as him and I couldn't do like it. Yeah. Ah, it's so good.
Tekken 3, man. Those were the days.
Tekken 3 so fucking good. But that is in like, if we're going to talk about just fighting games, that one to me is in the top 10 of all time.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I die on that
for sure.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. PlayStation boss Herman Hiltz confirms news that PlayStation Studios single-player games will not be ported to PC going forward. While previous titles like God of War, Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Tsushima received PC ports, others, like Ghost of Yotei, had their ports canceled. No PC ports to expected for Marvel's Wolverine, which will be released later this year on PC. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was cool that they did it to PC, but the way they did it to not devalue people buying PS5s kind of didn't make it worth it for a lot of people to wait like a year.
And also some of the ports were very buggy to begin with. So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why they bought Nixxes to make it better, and that's why it got better after they got them. And I've heard a lot of people that say that, oh, great, they're just going to shut down Nixxes now. I'm like, actually, they won't, because if anybody paid attention to the credits, they're the ones that remastered Horizon.
Oh, nice. Yep.
So they know how to do stuff.
Support studio, possibly, maybe spin them off into their own project.
Yeah. Now, what I don't want to happen, because in my opinion, it would be A, really shitty, and B, god-awful PR. Do not be like, by the way, we're having Nexus make remakes of PlayStation games now.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh. No.
Don't do that!
Don't do that, please.
You had Blue Point already. For the love of God, don't do that. Support studio. That's what they should be.
Support studio or give them their own project, maybe.
Yes.
In the future.
Yes. All right. We'll see. Which, get your own credit up to where you feel like you're competent enough to make stuff, because the rumor going around also is that apparently Sony is loosening up the mitts a little and might be letting other gaming studios make third-party games of theirs, or like in their back catalog of stuff that they don't feel as important, like Sly and stuff like that. That's the rumor going around, and supposedly one of those is Infamous. So
yeah, I'd heard something about that.
If they start doing that, some of the ones where they're know that their main teams aren't making, and they're gonna be like, hey, do this so we have a bigger calling going around. You have a fucking graveyard of IPs that would be amazing for that.
Before we go on to the next topic, also, did you hear that news about how much they apparently the Bungie deal has not worked for
Oh, it's
Sony.
god awful. Didn't they, like, how much did they,
Oof.
just this year, didn't they lose, like...
600 million or something?
I thought it
Jesus
was I
Christ.
thought it was 560. It's in the hundreds
It's
of millions of
around
dollars.
there,
It's terrible.
yeah.
It's terrible. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is
They're-
one of the worst purchases in gaming history. They lied about their value when they
no.
bought them.
Oh, because that guy could just go off and get fucking cars and shit. Like,
yeah, it was
fuck
terrible,
you, dude.
And then
Fuck you, Jason Jones.
And then they do freaking Destiny.
Or was it
thing,
Pete
like,
Parsons? Sorry, was it
Pete Parsons? And yeah, and then
Sorry,
like
not Jason
Destiny
Jones.
does
And
trash.
fuck you, Jason Jones.
Like, it's one of the few times when a company leaves Activision and they got worse. Like, can you picture that with anything else? Like, somehow Activision was making you do better business choices?
Yeah, I don't even get that.
Crazy.
I do not understand that. I think it's just mismanagement, you know, and it's just like Pete Parsons and his fucking car collection. I mean, like,
yeah,
that's basically it right there.
Mm-hmm.
The guy doesn't know how to manage a company.
It's fucking weird. Like,
or he does, and he just knows how to just fucking shill, you know.
Yeah,
shill his own company out, basically.
I hear they're going to keep supporting marathons, so that's at least good. Hopefully, it can do good for the people working there, and they keep getting
doing
jobs.
For Destiny anymore? Is Destiny just dead?
I have no idea. I have no fucking idea what's going on with Destiny. Not even remotely.
He says wearing his hunter.
I was just about to say, Mr. Repping the brand there. All right, Sega.
I will rep this logo, is what I'm repping. But anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was a hunter as well. I love the Void Bow.
Yeah.
Sega has canceled its Super Game, which is said to have combined a variety of Sega comprehensive ranges of technologies to go beyond the traditional framework of video games.
Whatever that means.
Due to a pivot away from live services. Thank God. But the company still plans to revive multiple classics originally revealed as a trailer in Game Awards. That was all the way back in 2023.
I know. I find that insane, but it was in 2023, yes.
I felt like that was last year. Holy shit. Plans for revivals of Crazy Taxi, great. Streets of Rage, great. Golden Axe, great. Jet Set Radio, which that's what they should be doing. You don't need to make a fucking live service game.
I mean, so here's the one thing. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. 100%.
Like a live service Crazy Taxi would be kind of fun. If you could play it online and like compete with your friends for fares where you gotta like jump over ramps to like try and beat to a... That
but even that, you don't have to make it like a live service thing. You can just make it an online mode. Online competitive or co-op or whatever. And like... No, I know. Pringle. I know that it's still alive, but the thing of it is that like, are they going to support it with any new content coming up? Is the question? I don't know because I haven't heard anything since Marathon.
Their best chance is just making a Destiny 3 at some point.
That's not gonna happen.
The fact that they went, no, we're just gonna keep calling the game Destiny 2 and just make it Destiny 2 forever. Then you should have just called it Destiny. Do you remember when Overwatch became Overwatch 2 for roughly 5 minutes?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah, so like with the revivals though, with the game revivals, I will say that like I agree with you. Crazy Taxi definitely it sounds cool. It looks amazing from what they showed off in the trailer. I'm a little puzzled with the Streets of Rage one. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, because I love Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite game of all time, and the game that made me a gamer lifelong. But like we just had Streets of Rage 4 fairly recently.
Oh, that's right.
And so I'm like wondering, like, if they do a Streets of Rage 5, I wonder how they're going to improve upon that, or what they're going to do with that. Or and it was the same studio that basically, or same publisher that did the Shinobi Art of Vengeance game that did come out, which is the only one of the revivals that did actually feature in that trailer and did come out.
That's funny.
But you know, they're saying like, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Crazy Taxi, and Jet Set Radio, which Jet Set Radio, by the way, also deserves an online mode for that too.
Oh
that'd
god,
be awesome.
yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Jet Set Radio is so good.
Oh, hello. Let's get rid of that guy.
Thank you.
I was going to say bye-bye.
Alrighty. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is being funded by a new holding company investing in renowned video game creators, including Mass Effect director Casey Hudson. Details. Funded by a new investment group known as the Greater Than Group. Don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Led by former NetEase veteran Simon Zhu. Zhu wasn't happy and left NetEase after it canceled multiple titles and slashed investments in a new studio that he personally helped build up. That I like. G2G has raised $100 million so far. That's pretty good. Zhu thinks the industry has overcorrected in the last few years by piling into trendier sectors, tech, AI. Thought that was trender sectors, etc. Sees now the opportunity to scoop up top undervalued talent and build something new. Photor,
Fate of the Old Republic.
I know, I just love calling that Photor. Won't take hundreds of hours to play. Bigger isn't necessarily better. Like branching RPGs, players can replay Photor and discover other storylines. Casey Hudson doesn't plan to use AI in Photor. I just find that AI can be creatively soulless. I'm really unimpressed by it. Zhu added, you can have player satisfaction, you can have commercial success, you can have an achievement of art. You don't need to compromise or sacrifice one thing for the other. Let's give the best creator the opportunity to work a dream project.
I mean, I like what this guy's buying. If he means just a tenth of what he says, then...
If a guy literally left NetEase because they were canceling projects and he's like, no, fuck you, I want one of these games to be made, that's the attitude I want in a guy who's supporting video games.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that makes me happy. What doesn't make me happy, Hasbro has canceled a AAA action game based on Dungeons & Dragons, which would have been developed by Giant Skull, a new studio led by Steg Esman of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and God of War 3 fame. God, that's a resume. The announcement came 1 year after the deal between Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast was struck. That sucks.
They do say, Hasbro does say that they're still accepting pitches from Giant Skull, but it's not going to be for
what pitch is going to be better than that?
I know.
I mean, I guess maybe they thought maybe it was too Baldur-esque, but I'm like, would you not want that?
Yeah.
Then why did you make the deal with Wizards of the Coast in the past year?
Exactly.
It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Because, I mean, people would have bought it because of the IP alone.
Yes. I don't.
Weird.
Anyway. Alright. Have we all finished watching Daredevil Born Again Season 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I have not, but I don't care. It's fine.
Well, what are our thoughts?
Overall, an improvement over Season 1. A few of the plot lines I felt were a little bit, a little bit but that's because I'm still not 100% like sold on some of the side characters in the show. I really loved the flashback episode. I thought that was extremely well done. It was really good to see Foggy. It was really good to see the fucking Wesley again.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Just seeing him pop up, I was like, okay, that's cool. I liked certain things that they did. Really liked Bullseye. The Bullseye episode was really good as well. The actors are killing it. Every single actor is great in the show.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I can see that.
Unfortunately.
I just think that it's like the ending for me was on the one hand, I don't know how they could have ended it otherwise, but on the other hand, I thought it was a little too like people turning against Kingpin and all of a sudden, he's forced to give up his power and all of that stuff. I felt like it's not realistic anymore, but that's just me, not to get political, but I mean, I just feel like it's just not realistic. But in terms of what they did with the ending, I mean, I guess it's about as good as it could have been. Yeah, maybe too clean of an ending. Yeah. Except for, and also like one of the things that strikes me about this show, including the old Netflix show as well, although it's less of a thing there. But like Kingpin, right? have they explained what exactly he is?
No, but that's the thing with comics that didn't do after a while. Like, nobody knows that Kingpin body is like 100% muscle and he's a karate master.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize that's what he is in comics. Like, he's legitimately he's giant, but he's all muscle. He's like a freakazoid.
He's like a sumo wrestler, essentially, is how they pitch him in the comics. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, that makes... At least that's a reason behind why he's so strong and why he can go toe-to-toe with superheroes and stuff like that. Is it a great reason? Probably not, necessarily. But I mean, like, this guy not only goes toe-to-toe with Daredevil, who has enhanced senses and enhanced strength, one would think, based on that. He goes toe-to-toe with Daredevil. He goes toe-to-toe with a champion boxer, apparently.
Yeah.
And not only does he just absorb everything the guy throws at him, he like full on beats the living shit out of him. And I'm just like, I'm kind of sitting there. And then at the last episode where he's just going through a hallway, just wrecking shit and just killing people left and right with one strike, just one shots everybody through that whole entire hallway. I'm just like, I kind of want to know what this guy is. Not to mention the fact that in Hawkeye, he also took a bullet to the head.
I was about to say, if you didn't bring if everyone got past, that's what I was gonna say. He gets shot in the face with an exploding arrow, gets hit with a car at full speed, and then gets shot in the head at point blank range. If everyone was like, "Yeah, Daredevil's ridiculous," and then I'm like, "Do you remember Hawk?" Like, if everyone dismisses that, but I was like, "Eek."
But I guess what I'm saying is that, as you know, and again, I might be in the weeds here a little too much. But like, I guess what I'm saying is that I would just like a little bit of an explanation as to what he is and exactly why. But on the other hand, I'm just like, let's not mention him for a while and let him go away so that we can miss him. Because like, I feel like if they do a season 3, if season 3 is really coming, you know,
it is. They're shooting it right now. There's spoilers rolling as there is.
And
I was right about something, and I'll bring it up. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want there to be Kingpin as the main villain again. I just don't. I think that he needs to go away for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So I liked it quite a bit. There were certain parts. There were just little itty bitty nitpicks, and at certain parts where I just felt like a writer forgot certain things. And like one character I really like, I hated at first, but I like now, is Heather, the girl that is slowly turning into Muse.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, I saw some set photos from season 3. So because that did, I don't remember exactly how it gets to it, but there is a female Muse in comics, and I really like the idea of the lawyer that was, or the psychiatrist that was super against vigilantes and is haunted by one and then becomes one after she's been going against them. That plot deal I think is really great.
I think that's a good plot. Yeah.
This version of Bullseye is the best version of Bullseye there has ever been. Comics included, in my opinion.
Positively ever, yes.
Yep. So
to quote the Colin Farrell Bullseye, I guess you could say that they went to Bullseye, huh?
She's obsessed with him. That's why, because of psychological torture, Jacob. That's why.
Yes, exactly.
And because it's bringing out a part of her that she doesn't know is there. But one of my favorite things is when they're having in the final episode where they're going to obviously have the fake Bullseye shoot Matt.
Yep.
And then he goes in and takes... I also love how they just threw all fucking logic and physics out the door, and he's bouncing knives off of fucking all these corners. And all the
completely.
Kills. But he goes in and he takes up the knife and he kills this guy out, and he's sitting there and he's waiting. And he's waiting, and he's waiting, and he's waiting, and all of a sudden he's like, "We want to step outside. It's gonna be a killer, sir." And all of a sudden he's like, "Take the shot," and all you hear over the radio, he goes, "Wrong Bullseye." Boom! And the shot goes through, and he shoots him instead. I'm like, "Let's go!" Oh yeah, that was so good. There's certain parts of that where, and one thing I do like, and I think it's my favorite version of a character ever doing this, is the lead up at the end where the first mate is confessing to what went on the Northern Star. And then it's like, well, that's a whatever. There's no one that can corroborate that. And then on the thing, he's like, who was all on the boat? It was me and Daredevil. And then the entire time, like before this leading up to it, there's stuff looking whatever. And this is one thing that I love and hate about characters that enhance senses in movies. Because their superhearing only works when they want it to.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, there's a really cool moment where Matt is in the other room, and then Kingpin is, like, on the other side of the wall, like, 40 feet away, but he's just lightly whispering because he knows Matt can hear him. That's such a cool detail. But
that was
then...
really good. Matt answers him, though, which I found really hilarious.
It was so
because I was like, wait a minute. What did you say? Yeah. And then it comes back, and then Kingpin's like... You don't have to corroborate, and he's looking at Matt going like, the only way you could do this is you go in that, and then all of a sudden he's watching Matt slowly working up that he's going in. Kingpin's entire chance of winning this trial is just evaporating into the air in front of him, and he goes, I'm Daredevil. And he's like, you expect me to believe that a blind lawyer... Oh, well, fuck. And then you have the cop... who got the shit beat out of him by Matt last season, going, all right, I feel a little less bad about getting my ass whipped by a blind lawyer now. But yeah, finally having that judge going, you're correct. I cannot prosecute you based on this. This is bullshit. He set up this. There's no jury. This makes no sense. I cannot legally condone this horse shit anymore. Like, people actually getting brave enough to stand up to him slowly over the season. I liked how it progressed. It's not for everybody, but I did like it. But it's just, eventually it was just like, it's just... I like that aspect of it,
It's just, but it gets into certain things where I don't like being political on this podcast. I don't, and I'm not going to try to be. What certain things have been done by elected officials in our country are not great. But then there's overly dramatic, cartoonish versions of it that get done in this show. And then everyone's like... See, that's how it's like in real life. Stop that. No.
That's just so unserious with the actual issue.
No.
It's a fucking TV show. Like, yes, it's good about to talk about this stuff, and politics is part of art, but it's come on, this is bait for threads. Like, what are you fucking talking about, man?
Yeah, this was also written, like, way before all this stuff actually happened.
But, like, exactly, and it was the same thing where they're doing it with The Boys, where they have people...
Is the same.
With the same thing, where they have people in concentration camps just because they voted for the wrong person, and they're celebrating it on national television. I'm like, that's not actually happening. But there's bad stuff happening that you should be concentrating on instead of shuddering at the show and not talking about the real issues in life. But whatever.
Exactly.
And I think that's part of what muddied this, because before I saw the episode, the very first descriptor I saw on Twitter was, they made January 6th woke. I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like, what the fuck is that statement supposed to mean?
That's not even at all what happened in the show. If you look at it in context, it's not at all what happened.
I watched it, I'm like, oh, it's woke because you don't like it, and there was decolored people there.
Oh God.
But anyway, like, the fight scenes in the hallways and stuff like that, I always thought were cool. Insert the you made everyone stupider.
Yeah,
exactly.
The fight scenes in the hallway were...
Yeah, they were fantastic. It was... There are some stuff that obviously there's a little bit of hiccups here and there. There is setups for if they do it correctly, season 3 could be really good, because I love me some Vincent D'Onofrio. Really do. Kingpin's really good.
You.
But we can make some room for Stiltman. Like, what are we... What's Typhoid Mary doing these days? Like, come on!
It was good to see Luke Cage back, too. It was good to see Mike Coulter come back. It was good to see, of course, Jessica Jones, my favorite character of the Netflix era, come back. And, so, I mean, that was great. It was really good to have her in there. It was really good to have Luke in there at the end. I'm assuming that maybe the Defenders are going to try to get... or whoever's left of the Defenders are going to try to get Matt out of jail, possibly. Maybe that's a subplot.
we'll have to see, or maybe they're watching over New York while he's
or maybe
in
they're
there.
watching over New York while he's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You go ahead first.
I was gonna say the only thing I want. I'm okay with you guys. What I want to say. What's the word I'm trying to not retributing.
Retcon?
Not retconning. Like kind of redoing and making a better version, like reviving.
Reimagining?
No, like bigger. I can't think of the fucking words escaping me. Doing a better version with Danny Rand, like giving him a boost, getting that back up,
like
bringing him
redux?
back,
or like
not like a redux, just like giving him his proper storyline instead of the shit writing. Give him a better storyline, like
reboot. Yeah.
There's
totally.
a different, like a refresh, revitalize.
Revitalize.
God, the word was just not there. But what you need to do is you need to give me a good explanation for why the much better character in that TV show, Colleen Wing, is no longer the Iron Fist.
I concur.
Because that made me very happy when she got those powers, because she was the best character in that fucking show.
She was the best power. Yeah, she was the best character.
Bring back Jessica Henwick.
Sure.
Bring back Colleen Wing.
I didn't know her back. Yes, please.
She turned down. I didn't know this. She turned down the role of Shang-Chi's sister because she wanted to play Colleen Wing eventually again. I didn't know that.
Shit.
She said that in an interview that she had a chance to have the role and turned it down because she wanted to play Colleen Wing again.
Okay.
That's dedication. She loves that character.
Yeah, she's into it. Yeah, and I like what you said too there, Brock, about like, you know, the Kingpin, obviously D'Onofrio smashes it. He just nails it out of the park for sure. Yeah, he's great. And I love him on the podcast too. I love hearing him and Charlie Cox talk about it on the podcast and stuff. They're so cool together.
How much Matthew Lillard annoys him because of his character on set.
Yes, Matthew Lillard, by the way, in this season was amazing.
You stole my shit.
Matthew Lillard is amazing in
good.
everything. I remember.
I know.
I miss
He
Good
really
Girls. He was great in that.
Yeah.
I joked with Mike. One more thing before. I'm sorry, Kiana. We had just joked with Mike that he just got on set and just made up his lines as is because it's just his lines were just perfect.
Feels like that, right?
But
it feels like he did. I was going to say that one of the things that we didn't really touch on was the Charlie Cox thing, you know, where he's saying that he's not going to be in Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about how he's not going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and he's like, I don't want to fight the hand. Dude, you already did!
Yeah. Exactly. And like,
he doesn't want to get his ass kicked by what's his name again? The dude from the first season. Shit.
Oh shit!
I'm blanking on his name.
I want to say Deathbringer.
Not Matsuo was the other guy. It was the TV show Matsuo.
I can't think of what the hell it's called. It's been so. You stole my shit. Yeah, that was the best line.
It's the best.
Nobu? I can't remember.
Nobu. That was it. Yes,
yeah,
it was Nobu.
It was.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get his ass kicked by Nobu again. That's probably
no, he does not. But yeah,
I'm so happy they're bringing back the hand. I don't know why I'm such a big fan of that enemy faction. I just love it so much.
Well, they're just ridiculous because, like,
I know.
Bree, I'm going to get into that in the end. The private, because I have that with a question at the very end of the other.
Thank you.
I thought you would enjoy it.
Yeah, because there's such a cool thing with the hand, with like reviving like dead people and stuff like that. But also, who doesn't fucking love ninjas exactly? There's going to be a good reason. Why are the hand in a prison in Brand New Day, but it's not to get Daredevil? Like, come on. What else are they doing there?
Exactly. What else are they doing there? Exactly. But I mean,
like,
that's why that was like one of the most disappointing things about the Wolverine movie, the one that's set in Japan, was the fact that they called them the Black Clan and not the Hand. I was like,
that's
how do you
right.
not call them the Hand, dude? Like, seriously. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just always been a big fan of evil zombie ninjas, apparently.
Oh, absolutely.
Evil cosmic zombie ninjas.
It's never bad to have a faction around.
Nope.
All right. Also, speaking on that, Matthew Lillard is going to be in Man of Tomorrow.
Awesome.
He just looks like he's in a regular business suit. I don't know what he's going to do, but
I think this is the first time he's reunited with James Gunn since the Scooby-Doo movies.
Probably, right?
I would imagine. Now, someone posited that they would like to see him play Jay Garrick. just because he's older looking. The older Flash? I don't know. I don't see it, but I'm like,
I don't see it.
No,
I
I don't see it
even
either.
little.
I want him to be someone that's not a one-off. I don't care who it is.
I mean,
And
we know who Max Lord is. It's
Yeah.
Sean Gunn.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, there's not many
could have seen
left
him
around
as
the Daily
that.
Planet that could be a daily recurring character again. I don't know who else is there to fill in. But I'm not, on the top of my head, can't think of employee at the Daily Planet that was not in Superman already.
Trying to think.
Like, 20 years ago, he would have been an amazing Jimmy Olsen. I would have loved that. But, yeah.
Unless he's like one of the Cadmus guys?
Maybe. I don't know. Could be Tio Maro?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe he's just like, he might be somebody like that where it's like a really deep cut character.
Let him be the Condiment King.
Oh my god, let him be the Condiment King. But how do you introduce him in Man of Tomorrow and not in a Batman movie?
I don't know. No! Let him be Mitzi Spitlick.
Oh my
god.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god, Mixes Pitlick.
That would be the most fucking unhinged shit ever. Just imagine him doing like,
I'd
like
die.
in his face.
I would die if he got to be Mitzi Spitlick.
It actually works.
Yeah.
No, it's
thinking about it in my head. Actually,
no,
works.
it does.
That's good shit. It's never gonna happen now, but that's good shit. Save this now. If somehow I'm right again, if I pull another Noah Centineo. Hey, I did call Keanu Reeves getting cast as Shadow. I will never pull that shit again. But yeah,
you did.
Yes. All right. James Cameron and Disney have been sued by Priyanka Kilcher for unauthorized use of her likeness in the foundation of Natiri and Avatar. Kilcher alleges that when she was 14, Cameron extracted her facial features from a published photograph and directed his design team to use it as the foundation for Natiri and Avatar. James Cameron could throw $1 million at her and just end that if that was necessary. So, like, I don't see anything happening.
Absolutely.
How are you gonna prove that this happened?
I mean, the only way I would see if it was in like the production Bible or like in notes with like,
you would have had to have seen them with your picture and like the other part in the edit bay. That would be the only way you could prove this. It's like they could even have a picture of you. You could have no way to prove that it's that because their heads are like not proportional with a human. I don't know. It's so weird. All right, one last one. This one got some people's feathers a little ruffled. Joe Russo has said that Peter Parker wasn't responsible for Uncle Ben's death in the MCU. If he blamed himself for his Uncle Ben's death, I think he becomes a very different character. That would have been a different interpretation, a more intense interpretation of that character.
Okay, like, first of all, let's just ignore the stupid shit that the Russos are saying for just 5 seconds. Like, what's the implication not? Because basically Aunt May takes the place
That's
of,
how
like,
I felt about that.
Yeah.
I felt like Uncle Ben died of natural causes, and Aunt May was his Uncle Ben.
I mean, we don't even know if did they actually say there was an Uncle Ben?
I don't think they've said the word Uncle Ben once.
I mean, she could have just been single.
No, yeah, they never did because she says the great responsibility line.
That's what I'm saying. So you're making the assumption that Uncle Ben even existed when there's no implication that May was ever like married in the MCU.
It was a very different version of a very different incarnation of May as well. So
yeah, do you guys remember when Gunn was? I wouldn't say that's dumb. I would think that he was trying to defend himself, but either way, do you guys remember when they got pissy when Marissa Tomei was cast as Aunt May because she was too attractive.
Oh God,
Yes.
I was about to say
I remember
that.
Marissa Tomei was 50 years old in that movie. I need to remind folks that yes, she is regularly drawn like a great-great-great-grandmother, but she's still called Aunt May.
Yes.
Not Great-Grandma May.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not Marissa Tomei's fault that she aged like a fine wine.
No.
But
She
I
played
do-
the role very
Yeah.
well, too.
I did notice, though, that after Civil War, they made her dress a lot more homely in the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, they kind of did.
Go ahead, Brie.
I mean, I thought the implication is that she was supposed to be like the younger cool aunt in like this version.
I don't know. It was like, they
That was
cast
what I
a
got.
50-year-old to be an aunt. I'm like, sure. And then like, yeah, she's hot. I think that's kind of funny that you can have someone thinking that Aunt May's attractive.
I mean, I've been an uncle
what,
since
you
I
know-
was in my fucking 20s.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah. It's whatever. People just don't get shit. All right.
Wait, Heist, did they really complain about that? Because isn't Katie Seagal almost 70?
Did people really say that?
really?
That's so stupid.
Really? I know that a lot of people complain that wasn't that the role that Jamie Lee Curtis really wanted but like couldn't make it work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those being complaints, but not
Yeah.
old enough. Huh. Weird.
So weird.
Even though, like, Katie Seagal's literally, like, the exact age to play that character.
Exactly. That's so. All right. So we have some bad news on two different counts, unfortunately.
Mm.
But yeah. So the first one, we're gonna the more slightly positive of the two. Because it was a good thing, good person. Tom Kane has sadly passed away. For those of you that don't know and didn't grow up in the 90s, one of the main role I remember him for was the Doctor in Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, absolutely.
Professor
Yes.
Utonium. Yeah,
Professor
no, he was my
Utonium.
everything. Powerpuff Girls was, from the time I was probably, like, 5 to, like, 9, that was just, like, my everything.
Oh, yeah.
I still
But
love
she's
that
probably
show.
upstairs thinking that she's going to be the prettiest girl at the party. I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the party.
It was legit funny.
It was
It was-
awesome.
One of the funniest shows.
Do you guys remember what, what was that character called? Crab Hands.
Him.
Oh, him. Yeah, he
Him.
was also him.
Yeah, like that. I'm
yeah.
still amazed to this day that flew on TV back then.
I know. Crazy.
God, that was so insane.
And I tell you, Ted Turner ran a hell of a company.
Yeah, that was something. It was it was something else that just.
But there's also a nice thing that Craig McCracken actually posted, which I didn't know about this till he posted it. His father passed away when he was 7, so he kind of designed Professor Utonium as like the ultimate dad.
Oh,
Mm,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
He was really good though. That was like, I know I've said this a million times and I'm going to keep saying it. Like the 90s, in my opinion, and like late 80s and 90s was the best time to grow up. They had the best cartoons and the best everything. You
Yeah.
just don't get cartoon shows that feel like the Powerpuff Girls anymore.
No. Absolutely not.
It was just a different experimental time, and that's the whole thing of like so many studio leaders are just like cowards.
90s kids
No
were
one
fucking
wants to
spoiled. Yes, we were.
And you know what? Like, to the one thing I linked later, it's actually kind of relevant to this, but it's like, everyone's like, IP, like, no one wants to actually take risks, and it sucks. Because Powerpuff Girls was a risky show, because it's like,
It was.
you know, your protagonists are, like, 6-year-old girls, it's hyper-violent, and this is, like, late hat era, like, Hanna-Barbera, which I think a lot of people forget that technically Powerpuff started as a Hanna-Barbera show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I had to remember this. The original title,
Whoop Ass Stew.
Whoop Ass Stew, and the characters are called the Whoop Ass Girls.
Yeah. That's right. Remember that.
Look, this is back in the day. Like, I try and talk with younger kids nowadays, and I'm like, what you had Powerpuff Girls? And imagine today trying to advertise, make, and do several seasons of a show like Johnny Bravo.
Oh, God.
Do you remember
Never.
when, like, the little girl called him trying to sell Girl Scout cookies? And she finds out she's like 12, she's like, call me back when you're a co-ed. And like, hangs up the phone.
Also, God,
Jesus.
are you talking about Little Susie?
Yeah!
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
I think it was Little Susie. It was someone on the phone. It might have been Little Susie, but
you know what's crazy? You know that's Mae Whitman, right?
What?
Yeah, that's baby Mae Whitman.
Holy shit. Wow. Mama warned me about women like you. I'm glad she was right. I have a boyfriend. You look like a baby that can handle two.
Oh my God.
Johnny Bravo, like...
The shit you got away with.
That's the thing, though, that people like to, like, when they criticize, like, can you believe they got away with shit like Johnny Bravo? Like, they also like to forget that Johnny Bravo never got his way in those cartoons and got his ass whipped and embarrassed every episode.
Neither did Pepe Le Pew, to be honest.
No, and it's like, that was the point. They're meant to not get that because they're bad characters.
Yeah, and here, like, Johnny Bravo actually had consequences. That never happens in real life.
Yeah, no. Hey, Kiona, this is one of my favorite things that I love to look back on. Do you remember when Space Jam 2 said that we're not going to include Pepe Le Pew because it perpetuates the stereotype of, like, unwanted attention on women and, like, forcing yourself on women, and then they put the Groogs from A Color Orange in there?
Yeah, Clockwork Orange. Yeah, they had no problem with that.
And also, like, with Speedy Gonzales, even though, like, Speedy Gonzales is, like, a beloved, like, you know, Goku levels of, like, love in Mexico.
It's just we need, there's a difference between being PC and going, well,
that is a white person
the entire character.
No, that is like, and the only people that say that are white people. I'm sorry.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And the nun from the death.
I hate the fact too that in the like when they redid the Looney Tunes and brought them into the modern era, it's like Elmer Fudd can't use guns.
They also made what was her face?
Yosemite Sam 2.
Yosemite Sam 2, Bugs Bunny's girlfriend.
Lola.
They made her like brain dead. She used to be a smoke show, like, seductress, like, knew she was hot and strutted it, and, like, she was funny, but they just made a stereotypical, like, dumb blonde. Like,
yeah. I didn't love it. I didn't love Space Jam 2. Would you believe it? Would you believe me?
I didn't even watch it.
Like the weird thing with, are you talking about the Space Jam 2 version of Lola, or are you talking about the Looney Tunes?
The newer cartoon version.
Oh, the newer, yeah.
Are you talking about the Kristen Wiig one?
I don't know who she was voiced by. I don't remember who she was voiced by, but it was the regular running weekly episode cartoon version. That's all I know.
Okay.
If she was voiced by Kristen Wiig, then sure. But
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, I get that it was fun and it was cool. I'm just like, you literally changed her to be a brain dead idiot blonde because you didn't want her to be sexy. That's all that was. And when you're doing it for that purpose, to me, that's stupid. Because that was what her character was. When you could have made that just a different bunny that wasn't Lola. Because Lola basically only existed in Space Jam.
Yeah, because Bugs Bunny's had, like, other, like, wives and partners in, like, the cartoons, that I know that because I've been watching a lot of older Bugs Bunny stuff.
Change her to be Kirsten Wiig.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, they did, which is fine. I mean, because that show's a little bit, like, off-kilter, but I'm like, that's also not Lola. I mean, you could have her be hot, but also, like, not be, like, the Space Jam Lola. Because, like, here's, like, the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, here's the weird thing, too, is that, like, this is, like, aging me, like, terribly, but like, baby Looney Tunes Lola is still clearly the Space Jam Lola, but it's like she has more of a personality. It's like Lola can have more of a personality while still being Lola.
Yeah, she had like
exactly.
the whole "Don't Call Me Doll" thing, and like all that was like she was like what a boss bitch was before humanity lost what the definition of what a boss bitch was. Like, ah. Anyway.
I loved Lola. I thought she was.
So did I. She was great. When I had that doll, don't dare call me doll. All right.
You know, can I just ruin Lola for you for a second?
Sure.
You know who voices her, right?
No, I actually don't.
Like, well, originally?
Yeah, but you've recognized her in other cartoons. That's Lil from Rugrats.
Really?
Yep.
Who's the voice?
I think it's Kathy Feed. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing her name right.
And Dexter's mom? Hey, Dexter's mom had some Pixar mom hips.
Yeah, I think it's, her name's pronounced Sosie.
Okay.
But she's a veteran, voice actress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's done, like...
Dude, Dexter's mom, if I am remembering this correctly, that woman had an ass, like... I need to, like, guys, let's, what are we doing?
What are we? What's going
on? Look at this Pixar mom. Like, they literally have her.
This is true.
That is a shelf she is working with there. Look at that. Like, good lord. She was also Rue from Winnie the Pooh and Tish from... Well, yeah, she's played a billion characters. All right, so on to the second part of really not great news. So, isn't it For David? Was that what the artist was called?
Is it?
I mean, I don't know how it's pronounced other than I pronounce it as piece of shit.
Well, yeah, I believe it was For David, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, singer? Oh, D4VD. So D4VD, for those that don't know, sang the it was the song between Jinx and Echo when they're dancing, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, it was for the Vander scene, like Vander's Memories.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was Remember Me. I'm sorry. I remember that completely wrong. Got him. Yeah, we sang Remember Me, which was a very good song. It was fantastic, like all of Arcane was. For those that don't know, he was brought up on, I believe it was murder charges, suspected murder charges, because they found dead girl's body in his trunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. But and now that song has been just blipped clean out of existence.
Yeah.
She gone. Just she not there anymore. And Bree brought up a point in our private chat is that like they can re-edit it and put the song out, which I hope they do, but I do not see them even remotely attempting to re-edit that episode. I don't.
No.
For much as a murderous psychopath as he is, most likely. No, it's from Arcane. Isers.
That's a different Remember Me.
That's a different Remember Me. That's from Arcane. But it's for as much as a murderous psychopath, most likely. Sadly, a good singer, and fit that too well, and to the point of where the money being put into it to redo that, they're just not going to. So it sucks.
That was from that's like the opening with like Vi and Jinx and Vander.
When it's kind of like the sketchbook colory.
Yeah, the sketchbook. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to remember what the opening was. Yeah. I thought it was that. Okay.
Yeah. That was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I mean, even if they do redo it, like all those Steelbook Blu-rays, the whole video releases that's not going to change. Like,
No.
they can re-edit it on Netflix and streaming. They can do it, a new version uploaded, but it just sucks because they're kind of in an impossible situation. Like, there's literally, like, nothing you can do.
Yeah. Sad part is, I would buy a new one to get rid of it. If I could just get the 4K Blu-ray to be Vi's face and not Jinx's. That's the only thing I didn't like. I like Vi more than Jinx, but the 4K Blu-ray is Jinx, and the regular Blu-ray Steelbook was Vi. I'm like... But, yeah. Yeah, it sucks really bad, and I like that it's being taken off because they likely did that for the sake that he's not going to get residuals.
Yeah.
So, I understand it, and I respect it, and I get it. It just sucks.
And the thing that they didn't publicize it either. They just did it.
Yeah, like, we wouldn't have known about it unless someone brought it up. Which, I suppose that not even trying to make him seem like he's a big deal by giving the time of day to say that you were well enough to whatever, and yeah. Alright, so, one last thing we have here.
Okay.
This is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we have this Blue Sky post here. Proof that critics hate fun, not everything needs to be high art like Project Hail Mary. Sometimes something can just be made to entertain fans. The Mandalorian and Grogu debuts at 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, the first Star Wars movie in 7 years. Alright, so I had kind of a discussion topic with this because the fact that a Star Wars movie hasn't come out in 7 years is ridiculous. At the rate of where Disney owning the IP and the ability to make a movie, I mean.
Yes.
So, Project Hail Mary, but it's fucking hilarious that that's what they
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. My question
Mike, that's not high art necessarily.
My question here is, for the options that Disney, honest to God, has at this point, and I don't think they do this, and I don't think this is ever going to happen. I am just spitting stuff out. Would you guys, if it actually showed that there was going to be genuine care, and you believe that there was a shot at the project, would you be open to a blank slate, rebooted, new continuity Star Wars series of movies? Like, Sith and Jedi exist, but it's completely fucking new. Skywalkers don't exist.
I think that's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I think they tried to do that with the Acolyte, but then everyone just kind of shit their pants.
Yeah, the High Republic thing.
Well,
they need to set it after the whole stuff has gone on, though, if they're going to do that.
Yeah, and they were going to bring it back anyway because they had one of the most famous characters in Star Wars history come out of a fucking cave in the last 2 seconds.
Yep.
But I'm trying to think, like, I'm not saying there has to be a Star Wars movie every year, but the fact that a company that has the backing and the ability to have these movies come out and have them come out good and nothing's happening is crazy.
I mean, the fact that they've, like, mismanaged, like, such a home run is, like, kind of crazy. Like, even Galaxy's Edge, like, they're just having it now where they have, like, legacy Star Wars characters because they decided in their infinite wisdom to tie it just to the sequel trilogy stuff instead of just doing a sequel trilogy ride.
Yeah. Or, like, I believe it was talked about at one point. I don't know if it went anywhere. Like Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Something like that. That is actually not terrible. Or, I believe they talked about it at some point. Do, like, 9 films of the Knights of the Old Republic. That is way in the frickin' past. It's still a somewhat familiar IP, but you can just do what you want with that time period. Yeah, like, the
whole thing, and, you know, most people, you know, Star Wars is just kind of in a really weird place now along with the rest of Disney, but I think anyone who's, like, not a chud and an idiot would agree that them not being able to cut off that Skywalker teat has been hurting them so much.
Oh, it has. It has.
You can have other stuff going on and rely
They need to move on from that.
I agree 100%.
I cannot stand it. It's like, okay, you guys,
because it's like,
done
what other
everything already.
Like, okay, we have Anakin's story, we have Luke's story, we have Leia's story, which, again, I know they couldn't completely control that because real life sucks sometimes, but it's like, what is there else to say about this fucking family?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, if you know, and the thing of it is, like they're all apparently the lore keepers or whatever you want to call them over there. They're like the Batman from that other thing that we were talking
the Batman, yeah. How
but
can we forget about the Batman?
Don't forget about him, the lore keeper of Resident Evil. But you know what,
Batman.
though? I mean, that was so stupid. I'm just quoting the lore keeper of Resident Evil,
the Batman. I'm just picturing Bruce Wayne going, these dumb assholes don't know what a liquor is. Sir, Gotham needs you. No, I need to go on Twitter.
You know, they're like complaining about like they're not allowing Mara Jade to be used as a character in
I heard something
at
about
all.
That.
And it's like, why don't you bring her back, but in like the
so
super future, far away, removed from Luke?
Yeah, just remove it from Luke. Because here's like the dumb thing is they've reintroduced old EU stuff into the canon and just reworked it.
Hey, Phoenix.
Exactly.
That's why they torched all the books out of canon. They're like, we're gonna just use those as reference, which I thought was the smartest idea ever. Where it could be like, cool, we have all this reference stuff. But some of the things aren't great, like Chewie got killed by a fucking moon, and all this other shit.
Jesus. You could just space otters.
Yeah, you could use this as references to make these stories be good, but just be like kind of cheap because you got the stuff right there. But they just,
it's just like everything else with that Disney has done with Star Wars, other than Andor and a few other things, like. Just mismanaged from the beginning, you know what I mean?
Things have been good, Phoenix. Like, this is why I stress with people that they're like, well, this is just like when they bought Marvel. Why isn't it the same thing? I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's
Marvel
not.
was a working and functioning thing with a plan already, and then Disney bought them and just gave them money.
Yep.
That is vastly different.
They
bought Star Wars and went, start thinking of ideas.
Yep. With no plan.
Yeah.
And it's not like George Lucas's plan would have, you know, in the long run been much better. But it's like you have one of the most plan. It's like you have one of the most famous IPs on the planet, and you just, and you know, I'm one of those people that's like, you know, the fact that I'm confused to this day why The Last Jedi has had such a polarizing reaction, because my reaction in the theater was, that was okay. Like, I didn't feel any strong way about that, but it's like, oh my god, it's either the greatest movie that's ever been touched by mankind, that, you know, Rian Johnson basically made the fucking Sistine Chapel, or it basically, it raped my childhood, blah, 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 blah. It's like...
Go ahead.
And you know what, the problem... And you know, Last Jedi as a movie does actually have some problems that, you know, during a longer discussion, I would be willing to talk about that, but...
I think it would have been a better movie if it were not a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but the problem is that the sequel trilogy as a whole, and I'm one of those people that's finds, like, Rise of Skywalker, it's fine. Like, if you just turn off your brain, it's a fun, dumb movie. The problem is that none of those three movies connect.
No, and what's his face? J.J. Abrams said that point blank, that they went into it without a trilogy plan.
Yeah.
Which is dumb when
100%.
Your prior two trilogies, I mean, probably more so the prequel trilogy, which is still, like, for better or worse, the most cohesive set of Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
And to, like, a lesser No, and you know what? After, like, going to a Star Wars exhibition years ago for, like, the costumes and stuff, and actually getting the explanations for, like, each piece, I understood where George was coming from. Like, the execution, he should have had the co-writer, needed some work, but I understood the intent. Yes, I'm well aware of her thoughts of the Star Wars sequels trilogy. Hi. Hello. Thank you.
But anyway, yeah, it's one of those things where the only time I got legitimately kind of like snorked at the Star Wars movies, like my favorite Star Wars movie that Disney has put out is Rogue One.
Oh no,
I feel
mine
it's
too.
the best one they've done.
I think it's made like 1,000 times better after you watch Andor as well. Like it retroactively
100%.
makes it even better.
It's one of those things that was like, we had a start, we know exactly where this movie's ending, we're getting the characters there. And
the fact that it was none of the pre-established characters.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, I will say this as a Last Jedi apologist, which I am, but I will say this: I don't think it's the greatest movie ever made, by the way.
No,
but it's not my favorite of the Star Wars movies at all. But like in terms of, like, I appreciated the fact that that Rian Johnson and everybody that worked on that movie was at least trying to move things forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I appreciated that they were at least trying to do something different, because that's what Lucas did with the original trilogy. And that's, I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like everybody gets so mad about everything in that movie, which for no reason. For no good reason.
Well, because they're babies and thought that, Disney made the EU not canon, even though that was fucking a Lucas decision, which people tend to forget. That decision was made before Disney was even in the picture.
Yeah.
The thing with The Last Jedi is, I agree that they tried to take things in a new direction.
Yes.
But then inside its own movie, decided to not capitalize on any of those things.
Yeah,
no, I agree with you.
Because
I agree with you there.
When there was that moment where Rey and Kylo were like, fuck the Jedi, fuck the Sith, let's make a new thing. And then they never did anything with that.
Do it.
And they didn't commit it, because to me that seems like
great.
I mean, that's the whole thing, is that Disney didn't have faith in that decision.
No.
Had they fully committed to it, I would have less negative things to say about The Last Jedi. Even though I still think it's a solid movie.
There are things about that movie that I really, 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 really loved.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there are also things in that movie that do kind of annoy me, and especially after, like, some years removed and stuff, I am far more annoyed by them than I was initially.
No, I hear you, Phoenix. They treated Finn like shit as those sequels went on.
They did treat Finn like shit.
I'm still mad about that, because the dog I had before her, like, I named after Finn because I loved his character.
Hey guys, do you remember what Finn had to really badly tell Rey? Had to tell her so bad that when they were safe,
I remember.
That when they were safe 2 seconds later, he's like, "Oh no, it can wait. We have plenty of time, Finn. No, it can wait." And then they just never fucking say it in the entire movie, and they had to tell you in a press tour afterwards that it was because he had feelings for her. I'm like,
okay, I heard another version of that. You know what? The other version of that is even stupider.
What did you hear?
Force sensitive.
That's the version that I heard.
Like, really? You think?
It's like, no shit. Like, you held the lightsaber for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Would you have not concluded that, bro?
Yeah, it's just, the fact that, and this is going off me being me, and me saying things that I've thought. I just kind of thought that they went, hey, how can we end 9 Star Wars movies? What if we do our own really bad version of the portal scene from Endgame?
Which, by the way, that movie came out like 6 months after Endgame.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, you're right.
It was weird. And then, like, the fucking the guide sensor for the chunk of the Death Star that would not have moved at all in all that period of time to have the exact lineup of shit. There was some stuff in that where I was just like, "What the fuck are we doing,
dude?" I'm like, okay, so like, do you guys know the YouTuber Yang? Yeah, I'm not like a big fan of his at all, but the thing of it is that I remember his video of him walking out of the Rise of Skywalker with that blank expression on his face and just kind of walking out of the theater, and I was like, that was exactly my same walk out of that theater.
That movie was the only movie.
I still can't believe Young is Poochie from JoJo's.
Yeah,
That's
I can't believe that.
Honestly. That was the only time in a movie where I actually out loud swore in the movie theater. When was the Last Jedi, or is the last one Rise of Skywalker, or the last
Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker. When the crawl came up And I had no idea. I avoided all trailers for the whatever because I did not fucking care. When
the Fortnite shit.
That I ignored that.
Oh god.
I ignored that completely. But my buddy Danny had saw some spoilers, and he's like, "I'm going to be watching you for the opening crawl." I'm like, "Why?" Like, he's like, "I think I'm going to see you more irritated than you've been in your entire life in a Star." And I'm not a giant Star Wars fanatic. I'm not.
I'm not either.
But then all of a sudden, it goes, and against all odds, somehow Palpatine returned. I out loud screamed, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
And not only did they say that, but then in the movie, you actually have Poe say it, like literally.
But hey, wasn't the meme worth it?
No, and then you had fucking Andy Serkis nutsack alien in a fucking tube being grown like a test tube baby.
Went Dark Force Rising with it or something.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, that's enough of that. I said I was going to do this earlier, and I didn't talk about it. And Phoenix asked me to talk about it, and I'm going to. The Devil May Cry show on Netflix. I never talked about that. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I really liked this season. I thought it was a marketable improvement over the previous one. And music was fantastic. I think that 90% of the people that are complaining about it have the media literacy of a brain-dead jellyfish, and watched it with their eyes closed and their ears off, because there are complaints about this show that I can tell that you're either being told lies or you literally didn't watch 3/4 of the show, because they go through this crazy thing called character development and change.
You don't say.
And there's versions of this where they're like, that didn't happen in the video games. And I'm like, cool. One, this is not the video games, and it's not a direct adaptation of the video games. And two, no, it did happen. A lot of these things did happen. You just saw them happen with different verbiage, and you're trying to say it didn't happen because the world has trained you to hate this anime no matter what it does.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that it could give you literal gold, and you're going to hear people, again, I'm one of the biggest Devil May Cry fans you're ever going to find. Ever. Ever at all. I cosplay Devil May Cry, and I have for 7 years now. This show is nowhere near as bad as what everybody wants to make. And if any hardcore Devil May Cry fan is going out of their way to tell you that all this stuff never happened and these character beats are way off or whatever, they're literally the same thing done, said in different ways. Not all of them, but a good 70% of them. You did meet me as Virgil, yes. But, like, there's certain things where they just don't fucking pay attention. So many people have just said point-blank lies about Virgil's characterization in the show that just did not watch it or just listening to other people lie about it. There's been edited screenshots with the wrong subtitles being thrown around to try and lie about shit that gets said. And it's just... The thing that blows my mind, if you become a fan of the Devil May Cry games, you are signing up to know that if you get a game, it's only going to be when Capcom gets bored and made 78 of every other video game and went, yeah, I guess we can throw the DMC people a bone. Now, Devil May Cry 5, although being a good game, sold well for a Devil May Cry game.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gangbuster numbers. Now, I believe it is somewhere around 12 million copies sold now. I want to make sure how many copies of DMC 5 have sold. 11 million. Around 11 million. That show was fluttering around 8. The game was fluttering around 8.59 before the Netflix show happened. And then it fucking went through the roof because everyone went, oh, what's the last one that came out? I want to play Devil May Cry. Ever since that show has come out, I want to say 75% of the people that meet me in my Virgil cosplay that are also cosplaying stuff from Devil May Cry will go, yeah, man, I don't know a whole lot about it. I got into it because of the Netflix show and I love it. Yeah. The thing that's going to get you more video games possibly is this show.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. All Devil May Cry fans, we're going to have a chat. You and me, come face to face here. We're going to talk about this. I love Devil May Cry. All of you love Devil May Cry. It's got a good story. Good by most standards.
Mm-hmm.
Devil May Cry story is not Love and Peace. Like, it's just not. It's not Shawshank Redemption. We need. It's gotten to the point of where the value of this game's story, which although it's good, is being put on the echelon of the greatest thing to ever be made, and it's not. We need to calm down.
It's not high art like Project Hail Mary.
No, we need to calm down just a touch. Just a touch when we're telling people about how much we're defending it. You can love something, and that's coming from me that likes to use hyperbole sometimes. We can love something and not go shitting on everything else, acting like this thing is the Mona Lisa. Because again, Devil May Cry made a large stride towards story in the 5th game. They had stories that were good in the other one, but this was the first time where they went out of their way to make sure the story was fantastic. We all need to calm down about 5 notches. And then when someone says they like this, you don't immediately go, give me your address because I want to shoot your dog. You go, oh, well, I didn't like it. Why did you like it? Maybe we could come to a whatever. We need to do more of that. Yeah. Now, is there certain stuff that could be improved? Yes. But this is where other people that don't know how animation works goes. They're like, we complained about all this shit last year, and this new season came out, and they didn't change anything. Because they were working on them already. They didn't animate this entire show, have it done and ready in less than 7 months. You're out of your fucking mind. Works. No. All this was done, animated, and they just were making it look better. Season 3 could be the closest thing to where if they have complaints from viewers where it could be corrected. Now, if they keep going and they don't care, that's a different story. But you need to understand how long animation takes before you complain that they don't listen to anybody in the show. Now, is Adi Shankar a perfect person? No. Does he have the subtlety of a fucking sledgehammer when it comes to certain things? Yeah, he does. But he also has executive producers that do tell him no on certain things and do tell him yes on certain things, as do all shows that are ever created ever.
Yeah.
So, as much as you don't like him, and I don't like some things that he's done, we need to stop saying some violent and abhorrent racial things about him. Because that's not the fan base that we need to be. At all.
We
just don't need to do that. Let's not do that at fucking all. But, this is an apology for the DMC spinoff. In the DMC spinoff, Virgil aborts a child with an automatic rifle.
Wow.
At point blank range, while she was shot in the knee and was giving her back during a hostage situation. Virgil blows a hole in her stomach to kill her child. And people are saying that fedora wearing douchebag is a worse version than the one we just had. I don't think any of you actually know and this is another criticism that we need to stop doing. When Thing comes out and it's not crafted a 12 out of 10, the first thing you do is look back for the old thing you used to bitch about and go, I was too hard on you. This thing's much worse than you are.
I agree.
No. You talked about that thing like it murdered your mom in front of you for 14 years. Shut your fucking mouth if you're going to start big-upping it just to talk about something you don't like now. Dear God, stop.
Yeah, no, this whole trend of, like, revisionist history's got to stop because...
Yeah.
Just to go back to Star Wars for a second, because that's what they're doing, the prequel trilogies. I'm like, yes, I appreciate the storytelling, but as movies, they were still very, very flawed. We're not going to act like they're retroactively misunderstood masterpieces because they're not.
Oh, God, they aren't. Not say that, Jesus. Oh.
No, do we, like, I love Hayden Christensen. He's a great dude.
I love him, too. He's a great actor, too. But, like,
the acting in those wasn't great. The acting in those was not great.
No. But I mean, again, Lucas directed all three, so
Yeah. People like to forget that the really, really
you
good
gonna
Star
do?
Wars films were not directed by George Lucas.
No, they were not.
To this day, I still think Revenge or
Empire.
yeah, Empire Strikes Back is the best one in my opinion. I was gonna say Shadow
I mean,
of the
'cause it-
Revenge.
Irvin
I'm like,
Kershner. Yeah.
but yeah, and he was also not able to be told no with his own trilogy.
Yeah.
That's dangerous territory. If you can't accept criticism, you're a fucking idiot.
hmm
Creators don't. When creators have their head up their own ass about something, it typically ends up being bad things. The only
Yeah.
thing
Yep.
that prequel. But anyway, the last thing I'm going to say about Devil May Cry, or about the show, is the Papa Roach song that is made for this show is in the top 5 best tracks that is in a DMC property ever. See You in
Nice.
Hell is fucking phenomenal. Oh, it's so good. And there's a few remixes in there are really good too. And I was shocked when they played Skater Boy in there because I didn't know where they were going to do it, but it actually worked.
Okay.
It popped
sure.
me a little. I'm not
Sure.
going to lie. And they had Keith David in the show as like a voodoo doctor that helps Dante and some other
Ooh,
stuff.
Nice.
It was really good.
Love Keith David.
And
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question for you
yes,
regarding voice acting. Did they manage to have anything by Kevin Conroy in the show?
that is what I was legitimately just about to bring up.
Okay.
They didn't because, and I didn't notice this until I rewatched it because Mike actually pointed it out to me. That I believe it's one of the last episodes that was in the very first season that they had a guy dub Conroy's voice because they had to do a little there. Which holy shit, I didn't notice. He's really good.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
The stuff, VP Baines is still in this.
Okay.
It's not a perfect impersonation. It is very close, but I will give the voice actor credit. He fucking, to meticulous extent, mastered Conroy's cadence of VP Baines in the tone
Okay.
and how he speaks.
Who was
So
it?
it's
Do we
kind
know?
of like so this situation is kind of like Greg Baldwin taking over for
Mako.
Mako.
Yeah. Greg Baldwin is actually like did a very good job, I thought.
Phoenix, did you not know that Kevin Conroy voiced him in the first season? VP Baines is voiced by Kevin Conroy in the very first season. I think you didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Kevin Conroy's very last voice role. No, his very last his very last voice role was in that Elseworlds.
Oh, that's right.
What was it? Shit.
Oh shit.
What was it?
Why am I blanking on it?
Crisis on Infinite something or another.
Yeah.
Ian James Corlett was VP Baines.
Oh.
But yeah, Kevin Conroy's last, and I might start crying. It was so perfect because Kevin Conroy's very last line of voice acting ever now was him fighting the Joker, and the annihilation wave is coming, and he's laughing because it's coming. He's like, if I have to go out, then I'm fucking starting to cry. I love Kevin so much. He's like, the very last thing he says is, if I have to go out, then I'll go out doing what I love most, being Batman.
Oh shit.
That's the it's not the exact verbiage, but that's crazy. The last sign he ever says in voice acting. That's fucking crazy. Insane. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, it's fucking outrageous. But yeah, saw that clip last year and gave me goosebumps. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Devil May Cry Season 2, marked improvement. Very, very good. And I'm very excited to see what they do for Season 3 because that's where they can possibly have some adjustments and other things, but I really like the show. It's not perfect, but I'm also not expecting it to be perfect. So, enjoy it.
I don't expect it to be perfect either.
Have fun.
For what it is. Alrighty then. I think that is enough for this week. Kiona, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Neoplasmic, also on Blue Sky at Neoplasmic, also on Twitter at Neoplasmic24. Threads and Instagram if you want, Neoplasmic81. We are still in process of planning our Kindred After Dark Vampire the Masquerade live play. That is going to happen hopefully sometime soon, depending on everybody's schedules and depending on where we're at in terms of developing the story. Which I'm doing with my friend some bitch named Red. So you can find some of that's on the Dissexuals is the name of the sort of
I still love that name so much.
That we have. Yeah, I know it's a great name. Aaron actually came up with that. Aaron Sparrow came up with that. Who was in the chat earlier tonight. Yeah, so that is DISEXUALS on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok. So any updates that we have, we'll post on there. So
excellent. Bree?
All right, so you can follow me on Blue Sky when it's not crashing, because that was fun yesterday, at crazylemur.bsky.social. I'm also on Instagram and Lemur's Rule 1, where I post pictures of this goober back here and some of my IRL stuff. And then, because Mike can only be with us in spirit, I will do it for him.
Yes. I forgot.
My show is on renegadepopculture.com. There's also a bunch of other cool shit, like the animation podcast. We have a new episode about Scarlet. And then also, Kiona, I know you recently wrote an article up there for Renegade Arcade. About RE9. So if you like all that cool shit, you can follow us on renegadepopculture.com. Of course, we're on all the usual streaming places.
And
Pandora.
And Pandora for some reason.
So visit us on there. If you need to escape, so do we.
Absolutely. And you can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you like cons and cosplays and such, and me being really stupid and with making TikToks as well at Organoid Zero, but follow my Instagram over at Organoid Zero. All right, until next time, we will see you all later.
Bye.